first met my grandmother at 3 years old. Before I knew that her steady stare at my mother and I was one of wonder, not scrutiny. "Princesses are not to be carried around like babies," she said, as I peered over my mother's shoulder. "But she likes it. It's her exercise," I babbled, with the innocent furrow of a baby's brow. I clung even tighter to her frame. "She's my mom." "She's my daughter," she'd reply, denoting a lineage I did not understand until when, at 6 years old, I visited the Philippines for the first time. The eldest and only grandchild of the time, I was the sole captive audience of my grandmother's stories. Her birth onto the slopes of Mount Arayat, her own mother escaping them from the red rising sun. Quite the opposite from her own daughter's birth. During the rainy season, the hospital lights flickering as I walked towards a bright light, away from the floods of blood I first encountered at 15 years old, too busy then to make the flight home to her. I'd call and then replace the phone on my mother's shoulder with haste, not keen on lingering in her remarks about my frame or the promise that, since I was no longer a baby, she had many more stories to tell me. But I was conceited and believed that I'd heard all the stories, or at least her daughter's account of them. That is, until I perched on her bed at 19 years old, with her at the armoire as she cut away her cuticles, her penciled brow furrowing as she revealed to me my innocence. My childhood was not pink and rosy like others. It was very, very hard. As a tear slipped into the rouged creases on her face, I wondered at my scrutiny of her, and what pain might have escaped inheritance had her secrets instead been stories she told my mother, her daughter. Hey everyone, I'm Tricia Castro. My pronouns are she and they. I'm here with Troy Philippines, and I'm one of the Filipino-American Culture Night directors, one of 3. Yeah, thank you. So that was a story about my family, and this year our upcoming program on March 31st is called Our Cuentos, and we're really focusing on our group members' stories, very personal stories. And so if that excites you, if that inspires you, feel free to follow us at Troyphi, TROYPHIPACN, on Instagram. Yeah. Thank you.